Hey, what's up everybody? Today we're playing Superstar JYP and Superstar STAYC. Gonna be going over the July 4th, 2024 updates, where really there isn't too many new things going on except for some limited theme updates as well as a new star pass. So with that being said, let's go ahead and hop right on into Superstar JYP, where we have two new limited themes. The first one is gonna be for NMIXX Xoxo. Now really not too much going on here. Again, NMIXX is a 6-member group, so the limited period point reward is going to be an R grade card selector, which is really good for just rounding out your sets. And then if you're super lucky with 6-member groups, you can buy the R package twice, basically complete the mission event and also get every single member if you're very lucky. Now just as a reminder, the A grade card package is going to be better if you start on the first day. If you're looking for just collecting the cards, you don't really care about the mission event because you will end up with a bunch of A grade cards and you do need R grade cards to help complete the mission event. But if you're looking to just collect, this is the best value for your diamonds. Moving on into the mission event for Xoxo, again, not too much going on here. If you do complete the entire mission event, you will get bias wallpaper, so one of every single member, which is really nice. Again, if you're trying to just display your biases, you only want them as your background, so that's really nice there. Now, I did already complete my 2 missions for the limited theme, so the first one, let's collect it here. So for our first one, we get Yeouiju, and then for our free card that you get for obtaining the first free card, we got Seeun. Alright, sounds good. So those are our 2 free cards. Again, every single mission event, generally you're getting 2 free cards unless the group has like 4 members or less. So those are our 2 free cards for NMIXX's mission event Xoxo. The next one we have is Niziu's new limited theme update in Paradise, the Korean version. So looking at the banner here, Niziu is a 9-membered group, so you do get the limited period point reward as an R grade card selector, which is really good for, again, rounding out your sets. But as you can see from the banner, it's actually the same as the 6-member group. So since there's 9 members in the group, it's a lot harder to complete the set in comparison to a 6-membered set. With the trade that even though the banners are the same, if you look at the mission event and if you really only care about collecting the cards, so mission 1 is about the same as the 6-member groups, but mission 2, when you have a 9-member group, the first 7 members that you get that are all different, that are A grade or above, do get you an additional B grade card, which is really nice because if you're collecting, it gives you more chances to get the members. But if you're looking to complete the mission event, again, you have to get every single member as an A grade or above, and the only way that mission 2 helps you do that is if you get 2 B grade cards of the same member that you can combine into an A grade and help you complete mission 2. So just keep that in mind that while 9-member groups do have the same banner as 6-member groups, the mission 2 helps you collect a little bit easier, and it's the same deal where if you want the best value for your diamonds, you're going to buy the A grade card package. So let's see what we got for our first limited A grade card here. We got Maniac, and then for our free B grade card that we get for that one, we got Riku. Okay, sounds good. So those are our 2 free cards, and again, these other missions, just complete them if you want. If you want to complete the whole mission event for this, you will get 1 wallpaper. I know it looks like 9 different wallpapers, but it is indeed 1 wallpaper, and you can always double check that by going into the shop and then going under wallpapers and then checking the event wallpapers, and you can see what you can win. And the nice thing is that you can always click on them to get kind of a bigger view in case you wanted to see what it looks like in a higher resolution. So it is indeed just 1 wallpaper for Niziu, and then for NMIXX it is going to be the 6 individual wallpapers. So let's head back to the events tab here, but really that's it in terms of the updates for new limited themes. If we scroll all the way down here, we do have a limited theme restock in Stray Kids Maniac. So there's no mission event associated with this, so there's no extra B grade cards that you get or anything like that. But if you were looking to collect this set, if you really like the theme, if you really want a Stray Kids limited theme and you don't have one quite yet, this is going to be good because it does have the limited period point reward, which gives the R grade card selector, and again, that's really good for just rounding out your sets. Let's just say you have 7 of the 8 members by the end of the banner, but you do have enough points for the R grade card selector. You just pick that last member, and that's really good. And just like the other 2 banners, the A grade card is going to be the best value for your diamonds, but that's assuming you started on the very first day. That gives you the highest chance of getting as many members as possible. But again, there's no mission event, so there's no additional B grade cards here. And that should be wrapping it up for all the new updates with Superstar JYP specifically. Just as a reminder, the My Store does refresh for free once per day. So as you can see here, I've got some actually nice things in my shop here. I've got 2 power-up cards, and then I've got 2 twice limited themes, which are really nice looking. And then you can always just update it for free once per day, and then hopefully get some good stuff on your second page. I don't want to click it right now, because actually this page is pretty good, and I want to think about this first. But remember to refresh it every single day, at least once per day. Alright, and then the other thing that I wanted to check in on is I actually finally completed the Yeouiju mission, the big mission, the one where you have to do a bunch of things across many different days. So here it is. I don't know what I get from this quite yet, so we're just going to check it out right now. So we'll go ahead and click receive a 5-colored Yeouiju, and then it goes into my message box. And what you get for it is a profile and a wallpaper card. So, oh my gosh, there's a lot of stuff in here. All right, so wait, let's refresh that real quick. A limited theme R card selector, a limited theme A card selector, a profile selector, and a wallpaper selector. So really weigh that out. There's still a few more days left on the event. That's a lot of good stuff to get. And I did actually remember I checked in the help tab here, and it does actually explain this here, this limited theme card update, and then the wallpaper selector and the profile selector. So this does explain the reward several weeks in advance, because they do have to give you the disclaimer. So just keep that in mind. Try and finish this if you really care about the R grade card selector, the A grade card selector, the wallpaper selector, and the profile selector. Just as a reminder, I don't think they've ever had a re-return for like a wallpaper selector or a profile selector, so really weigh that out. If you have to pay the diamonds in order to complete the events, if you really want those things. I personally am very excited because I've really wanted to change my profile picture for a very long time, but didn't ever want to pay $10, $12 for the pack. So it's nice to be able to change it for free, which is very, very cool. Alright, and that's everything I wanted to go over with Superstar JYP. Let's go ahead and slide on over to Superstar STAYC, and then we'll talk about the things that affect both games. So first things first, this is the first Metamorphic limited theme in Icy Thang. Now they did give us 2 different banners, one for the limited theme Icy Thang, and then one for the non-limited theme Cheeky Thang. So what I really want to say about these 2 is that this is the start of a new CD, and again, with every new like album or mini album, there's a ton of new songs that come out after the first one, obviously. So collecting these 2 and collecting them early does represent potentially not needing to collect any other sets down the line, and then you can use this one set for everything. So, for example, I plan on collecting everything in the Icy Thang limited theme just so that I can use it for every single Metamorphic song that comes out after this week, so that way I don't have to buy one down the line and then go back and then do it all over again. So it's nice to have the first one and then just use it for the entire album. So just keep that in mind. But if you don't like the theme, again, this is all just aesthetics, and if you don't like the theme, then you don't have to buy into it. Save for one that you actually like. Consider all the concepts that have come out for before the album came out, what's in the actual album, and think about it that they will be using it as an image down the line, as a limited theme down the line, or even a non-limited theme down the line. So if you really like one that you saw on the album or on the Instagram post or any of the posts prior to the album being released, just wait for that one, because it will indeed come out at some point. Alright, so looking at the actual banner itself, remember that STAYC is a 6-member group, so the limited period point reward is going to be an R grade card selector. There is the profile set there, as well as the starter package. Now, just as a reminder, I really like the starter packages if you plan on getting into the set, because it automatically comes with a prism, and it is way harder to pull for a prism than it is to just buy the starter package. So if you're looking to invest some actual money into the game, if you want to get this prism set kind of early and then start building up on it and then using selectors down the line, stuff like that, if you actually pay into the game, this is a really good starter package, because you can start off with 2 different prisms, which is really, really good. But just as a reminder, if you have bad luck like me sometimes the A grade card is the same, so just keep that in mind, that you potentially will pay $15 for only one A grade prism card, so just keep it in mind. Alright, other than that, the rest of the banner is a standard STAYC banner. Unlike the ones in Superstar JYP, this is going to be a premium pack with a chance for the limited theme rather than any sort of guarantee. So just keep that in mind when it comes to pulling for this set. The next theme update is going to be Cheeky Thang, which is a non-limited theme, and just as a reminder, for non-limited themes, you can pull this regularly during the event period. So there's no selector, there's nothing like that after you pull a certain number of times, but you can just get it from regular packs. So for example, over the past week, I've just done the regular gameplay, gotten the regular packs, stuff like that, do your check-ins, everything. And then if we go to my inventory and check out my metamorphic stuff, so I'm gonna auto equip because I actually got some with a pack today. So I got 4 of the cards basically just for playing the game regularly, so I'm only missing 2 right now. So just keep that in mind, that if you don't want to buy into the Icy Thang limited theme, if you really want to get started on your metamorphic stuff, just as a reminder that the non-limited set is available to everyone, with the one trade that when it comes to upgrading the cards, you will need other metamorphic cards, so that makes it a little bit slower because there's really only one set right now, and that was the same issue that Teen Fresh had for a very long time, where there was only one non-limited set and then like 18 limited sets. So just keep that in mind. I still think if you want to clear out the metamorphic stuff as soon as it comes out, as soon as it's available to use with other non-event cards, then getting the Icy Thang is actually going to be a very, very good starting point. Alright, but generally I don't recommend buying into the Cheeky Thang set, because again, you'll run into it if you just play the game casually. Moving on into the next thing, so let's talk about the mission event. So one important thing to note about this mission event is that this is a double theme mission event. What that means is that mission 1 is going to be centered around Cheeky Icy Thang verse 1 in the missions, and then mission 2 is going to be centered around the Icy Thang set, and then mission 3 is going to be centered around the Cheeky Thang set. So in order to complete this whole event, you do need to get A grade cards of basically everybody for 2 different sets, and that's 12 different cards across the span of 1 week, and that's kind of a tight ask when it comes to actually completing the mission event. So for completing the mission event, you do get a Metamorphic Icy Thang wallpaper, which looks very, very nice. I do love the metamorphic concepts. Very excited for when my albums come in through the mail. And then the second part is going to be a chance to win a signed CD, which is very nice. There's going to be 10 winners, but like every single thing that ever comes out in this game that's like a physical reward, you always got to check that magnifying glass just to see if the very bottom note, if you scroll all the way to the bottom, is shipping is only available to addresses in Korea. So even if you do win the signed CD, I hope you have a Korean address or a friend that lives in Korea, because it will not ship internationally. And I've seen actually someone comment on one of my videos that they won, but they didn't have international shipping for the event, so I don't know how that issue resolved, but basically it does say in the disclaimer that shipping is only available to addresses in Korea. So if you ever made the argument that, well, I still won, they do have this against you, that they can say it's only available to addresses in Korea, and it was stated in the announcement. So really just keep that in mind. Alright, moving on past the metamorphic stuff, we do have a comeback special package offer. Now there are 2 packages in here. The first one is going to be a Cheeky package, which looks really nice because it's diamonds, it's RP, it's a lot of RP, but it is $60. And remember that RP is generally farmable as long as you put the effort in. Diamonds aren't really farmable when you think about it. So we got to think about this as how many diamonds do I get per dollar, and it's about 16 to 17, which is really, really bad, because what we look for in a good diamond pack is going to be anywhere between 36 to 40 diamonds to the dollar. So if you're not hitting that ratio, unless the rest of the stuff in the package is amazing, it's generally not worth it. So I'd say skip on the Cheeky package. One fun thing about it though is that 240,701 is actually the date that the album came out, so July 1st, 2024. So I thought that was just a funny little inclusion there. A cheeky little inclusion, one would say. Okay, moving on to the next thing, we do have the Icy package, which is going to be $27, which does come with a Prism Pack 10, which is really, really good, and then a limited theme Prism card guaranteed. So you're looking at 11 Prism cards, which is really good if you're starting the game out, because remember that Prism cards do give you about a 10% bonus in your score. So if you're starting out, to be able to get Prism cards in order to help climb the ladder faster is very, very helpful, and it does let you know which sets should you be investing card selectors into, so that way you can climb ranks even faster. Now, one thing that was kind of bothering me was, does the Prism Pack 10 have only limited cards, or is it also including non-limited cards? So for that, you can always check the drop rate, and should be in here somewhere, because they have to give you the odds. I don't think I was able to find it before though, unless it's just this Prism Pack 10. So as you can see here, it does have all of the different cards here, but I'm not really sure if it only has the limited themes, but usually it does say if it has limited themes. So because this page is honestly just so complicated, and sometimes the names don't actually reflect correctly onto the actual game, I'm going to say that there are non-limited themes potentially in there. Don't take my word for it. I don't plan on spending the $27. If you do spend the $27, let me know in the comments below, did it only come with limited themes, or did it also come with non-limited themes? Because if there are non-limited themes included, I would say it's generally not worth it for if you've been playing the game for a long time. But again, if you're new, Prism cards really do help you climb the ranks, and then somewhere down the line, you'll get the sets that you like. So that's really all I have to say about the comeback packages. Are they worth it? It really depends on where you are, but I definitely think that the cheeky package is not worth it for the price that you have to pay. Moving on to the next thing, there is the happy birthday event for Seeun. So here are the winners for the Seeun event. Again, this is really cool stuff. It is going to be stuff that is limited. So if you won, congratulations. I hope you have an address in Korea, because I think this might have been only, yep, it's right there. Actually, shipping is only available to addresses in Korea. So congratulations to everyone who won. I hope you enjoy the stuff that you get from the event. Moving on into the next thing, there is going to be a restock in the We Need Love limited theme, Love. So if you really like this set, if you're close to finishing it, again, there is going to be an R-grade card selector. So even if you don't get any Prism cards from the packs, you can use the R-grade card selector to select for a Prism card, which is really nice. But just like I said for the other restocks, there is no mission events associated with this, so there are no additional free B-grade cards that you'll be able to get. Alright, moving on to things that affect both games. So one thing that I feel like I never talked about, because it just kind of showed up one day and I never really paid attention to it, was this daily special deal products. So you can hop in here, and it's basically like a daily deal where you can get like a card pack 30 for 30,000 RP, or you can get, this one changes from time to time. So it says like Monday good deal package, Tuesday good deal package, but basically check it from the day to day to see what is available and then decide if you want it. This seems more of kind of like a fun pull rather than like a, I need to pull for this. This is really going to help me, because this is all random stuff, right? You never know what you're going to get out of these packs. So if you got the excess RP and don't really need anything, you can go ahead and pull just for fun, see what limited themes you get. But I wouldn't pay for the good deal packages, just because again, it's so random. You don't know if it's going to help you at all. So I would skip on the good deal package and then the daily card pack of luck, just for if you're feeling lucky. Moving on to the next thing, there is going to be summer mission events here, and this is going to be week 2. So just as a reminder, these do reset every single week. So just make sure you complete them, because there's free diamonds involved, there's 3 free card packs involved, so it's all just a bunch of free stuff. And in STAYC especially, remember that these card packs can have the Metamorphic set in them, so that'll help you complete the mission event if you get lucky and get them there. Moving on into the next thing, just as a reminder, I don't think I talked about this on my summer events page, but remember that there is the summer ice cube collecting mission, where basically you go in here every 6 hours for STAYC and every 6 hours in Superstar JYP, except in Superstar JYP it's the birthday collecting event, because that's still the 8th anniversary event going on. But for all the other Superstar games, just make sure you do your ice cube collecting as much as you possibly can. So remember that the counter resets on every single day basically. So right at reset, you'll log in, get that free box, and then in STAYC again, 6 hours later get the next one, 6 hours later get the next one, and that's basically 3 free boxes a day. And then you just use the ice cubes that you collect from playing the songs. Basically anything, any song in STAYC will get you it, and any non-Superstar song in JYP will get you the materials, and then open it twice every single day with those additional materials. These are really good boxes because you can get a ton of stuff from them, including diamonds, RP, card packs, power-up cards, and I think in Superstar JYP, because it's still the birthday event, you can potentially even get a limited theme. So open this as much as you possibly can. Oddly enough, it says the premium box is available every 8 hours within a day, but I don't think they updated it from the birthday event. So nobody tell them that they didn't update it from the anniversary event for STAYC. Because if I remember correctly, in Superstar Starship, it's every 8 hours. So nobody spoil it for everybody else, and I hope they're not watching this video. Anyways, moving on into the JYP stuff. So again, it is the birthday gift collecting, which you can collect every 6 hours, and it says it right there. So nobody tell them, because this is a really good deal. All right, moving on into the next thing here. So in terms of both games, there is going to be a new Star Pass in the Power Up Star Pass. So let's go here. So really for $19, I don't ever recommend buying these, because as long as you play the game long enough, you do get these 50% power up chance tickets for 30 minutes just by playing and then being there around certain events and then collecting the ticket every single weekend. And from my experience, unless you play this game very competitively and very intently, you can likely slide by with just the tickets. But I do miss the power up chance weekends, where basically for all of Saturday and Sunday in KST, you were able to use it an unlimited amount of times to get reduced power ups and stuff like that. So I still don't like this ticket system. I still don't ever want to pay for this system, because there are sort of free ways to do this, right? Like you can wait for the free ticket that you get once per season. You can get RP basically from just playing the game. If there are ones that say you get like ×2 RP, just play the same song twice. So really, I don't think this is ever worth it. I don't think there's ever been a point where I thought it was worth it. What I will say though is that the free rewards in comparison to the paid rewards are very, very bad, because at the very least for the premium one, you get a 100% power up card, which I find to be very useful. But basically skip out on the Star Pass. I don't ever recommend paying into it, because there are freer ways to get the same thing that don't cost any money. And remember that Star Passes are generally about like $20 to $25, and sometimes end with an R grade card selector, which is way more valuable for your money, in my opinion. But with that being said, one last thing that I want to go over is just something in the Water Bomb Festival. So I did make a video for this, and part of that video was me stating I didn't know what the shooting speed does. Now I know what it does after playing around with the event. So shooting speed increases the amount of bullseye counts you get per shot. So let's go ahead and just test that out right here. So we get 1 bullseye for completing that shot. Let's go ahead and level up our shooting speed, and actually just as a guarantee, right? So we do it 3 times, 1 bullseye per. Let's go ahead and update this. So we'll up our shooting speed here. We'll make the shot. And now we got 5. Let's go ahead and do it one more time. Level that up. Close it out. Make the shot. We hit the bullseye. And now we're at 8. So leveling up your shooting speed increases the amount of bullseyes that you get, which in turn just makes the event go by a lot faster, because you'll collect more water drop badges, your max bullseye count will get higher. So basically it's just like I said in the video, level up all of your stuff to level 9. That's going to be the most efficient way of going through the event, and then start actually making the bullseyes, doing the water bombs, getting the finishing shots, because that's going to collect your rewards a lot faster. So just like any other video game out there, leveling up your gear does make the game a lot easier. So just wanted to add that little inclusion here. With that being said, that is the end of this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Actually, one last thing before we get out of here is going to be this here. So we do get 2 free cards, and I didn't actually see which ones we got. So let's see who we got for our first Icy Thang limited theme. We got Seeun, okay. And then for our B grade card, we get Aiza. All right, 2 different members. That's always a good feeling there, because it helps your collection book. But with that being said, that is the end of this video. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to leave a comment down below, and I'd be happy to answer when I have the time. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, until next time, take it easy.